What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Saturday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great despite the times that we're living in. If you could please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of most of my old videos. I haven't really been keeping up with it lately, but it is what it is. I'll have a new video coming up tomorrow. It's about some US stuff, but it's a crazy story. And I'm going to share it with you guys tomorrow. And aside from that, man, what are you guys saying on this amazing Saturday? Cheeseburger, Jay Dublo, Kenny Brown, Leslie Baudaire, Ake R, Nick Macham, Joanne, and Robert McDonald. How are you all doing? Green 5, Sophia Baker, what's up? Oh, it's Mitch. Kenny Brown, how do you feel about Rittenhouse? I feel that the case was right. I feel that it was a clear case of self-defense if you understand the law in Wisconsin. He didn't break any laws. And honestly, whether he was in the right or in the wrong, he did what he had to do anyways at the end of the day. Joshua Palmer, what's up? That's it, man. Just stay at home, just chilling. I got to go out in a bit, but not much going on. Not like anything crazy. Just got to go for a drive. But other than that, man, like I feel like justice was served in the Ahmaud Arbery case because I feel like those guys are straight up just racists who were just doing a modern day lynching pretty much. But I also feel like justice was served in the Rittenhouse case where he is clearly self-defense. I appreciate that, Joshua Palmer, man. I feel like I've been doing good, man. I've had a lot of like my life has been busy and chaotic, but aside from that, honestly, Kenny Brown, the case was basically, it was forced, and there's so many people are uninformed about what actually happened in that case. People all have opinions that didn't even watch it. It's funny, man. You see people saying he killed black guys, and then you see other people like he just went there to murder a bunch of Black Lives Matters protesters. These aren't protesters. And the main guy wasn't even involved in the protest. He was just crazy. He saw some craziness and decided to get in. I know OCDC is a remand center, but the food's all right. You can get a whole put on your working in the kitchen or laundry. Keep pushing your sentence back if you're loyal. We'll do that for you. Tonka's great. He's actually sleeping right now, or I'd grab him. Maybe before the end of the live, I can show you guys. He's been really good, actually. His behavior's gotten a lot better. He's a lot less crazy and bitey. I just think that's as he gets older. Mainstream media is so corrupt. I hope they get sued. They will get sued. Oh, for sure. He's going to sue for sure. Nice. Happy to hear that. Do you also do videos about international prisons and pens too? I want to. Definitely, I'm going to get into that for sure. The video that I want to do tomorrow is about somewhere in the States, not here, but I feel like it's an important message same way. Yeah, I think now he is... maybe 20 months or 20 weeks. Bear for fries, hey man. I hope all is well with you too. When's the shoe vid coming? I'd like to do it, but I need more information. Like I know a lot of stuff about it just from being in the system, but I'd like to get some stories as well to kind of go with it. Do they have guitars? Yes, they do in medium and minimums, and they may even in max. It just may be super controlled about how you can use it. I got to do 90 days for an old B&E sentencing is December 20th, and I'm in Cornwall, Ontario, small town. I know where Cornwall is. Yeah, you'll be all right. 90 days, man, those days. My last break and enter, I got 3 years, 8 months. I hope that jail and prison healthy foods don't get rejected and that there is a way to speak up about that. Well, a lot of jails now you can cook your own food. Not a lot, but in the lower security jails, a lot of places you can cook your own food and you can choose how healthy you want to be or don't want to be. It's kind of the way it is in the lower security places. Even if you're in Collins Bay and you're on 9 Block, you cook your own food. I think in Bath, you cook your own food. And in Fembrook, unless you're on Tundra unit, you cook your own food. And in camps, you cook your own food. But I just got a job, so they're giving me weekends off. Grooving. Just be buzzled all weekend. Steve, just saw my brother today to visit mom's in the hospice house guards. No kidding. Haven't seen him in 6 years, and mom won't be with us soon. That's too bad, brother. I pray for you, buddy. I've been good, man. What do they have, like a communal kitchen? Yeah, so if you're in Fembrook, there's actually a grocery store. So you actually fill out an order. You get like 38 something every week to spend on groceries. And you fill out the order. You go through what they have, and you can buy groceries. And then, yeah, on each range, there's a kitchen. Is weekends tough, though? Like, do you ever get situated? I don't think you really get situated, but I think that most guys just hoop in a bunch of drugs and just party the whole weekend. Could you do a video about Rikers Prison? I'd like to find out more about the prison, such as the age of the building. If it's made, yeah, I could do that. We'll get there one day, my brother. Did you know that Southwoods in New Jersey, that it's part of the KKK? Yeah, no idea. Do people control the kitchen like some guys might not be allowed to cook? No, not typically. There are some ranges, though, that won't allow you to cook pork on them. That is a fact. I have a big list of charge, man. Assault causing bodily harm, some B&Es. Oh, so that's okay for the amount of charges. You're grooving. Sophia Baker, our weekend Friday to Sunday. Yeah, no, it's usually Friday to Monday morning. But if you work and you can't figure it out, sometimes they'll let you out a little early, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Matt, good to see you. What are your plans 2022? Do you have any speaking engagements lined up? And when are we going to start bringing people on your live broadcasts? Yeah, I'm still learning how to do all that stuff. And no, I don't have any speaking engagements lined up. Nobody's ever asked me to do one. Ever. So I talked to a Narnon group. And that's it. That's the only people that have ever asked me to speak. Did you get 90 days on those charges? They're 30 years old. That's why. Oh, so you just can't leave your house. No. So if you're doing weekends, you actually have to go to the jail for the weekend. You go there, you sign in on a Friday, and they let you out on the Monday or the Sunday night. Early Monday morning. It's like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. That's what I'm saying, Joanne. I think I definitely would be good for kids too, but if they don't ask me, I can't. And I think COVID's been a part of it. I've been asked to do like a couple lives and things like that. I was asked to do like a group call for some students, but things like that I'm not going to do for free because they're not kids. They're not drug addicts, right? Like I'm not going to give those people my time for free. If I'm going to turn it into a business, then that's what I got to do, right? Hey, Matt, first time tuning in your live streams. One question that I have, which piques my curiosity, is what workouts did you do when you were locked up? So I was mainly a calisthenics dude, and I like to hit the bag a lot. So I definitely like to do a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, dips. I feel like I got the best results that way, and I felt the strongest. And then I'd spend a lot of time actually hitting the bag because I feel like it was a good way to release pent up frustration. And when you're locked up, you got to figure out a way to do that, or you'll be smashing people all the time. And you don't want to do that. Do you know any case of an American citizen choose to serve his time in a Canadian prison, a prison transfer? No, I don't. I don't know if that would work. I think you can be on like a prisoner exchange if you're from Canada and we're locked up in the States. But there are Americans in the system. They just get arrested here, right? But I don't think you can choose to do your time in Canada. People will be lining up. I want to learn about how to do jail prison foods, how to self-make the foods. Huh. See, I never did a lot of I never did like the like a lot of guys will do like burritos or loaves with noodles and a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I don't love like soggy, like mushy things. So yeah, no, I know for sure, Joanne. It's great cardio. I've watched mostly all your videos on addiction. Most of my charges have come from my fentanyl addiction. I bounced in and out of methadone treatment, and I keep relapsing, but your videos have helped. That's amazing, man. And as long as you jump back off the wagon, like if you make a mistake, don't let it turn into weeks and months. Just accept that you messed up and keep it moving. Go back on to being, who cares about your sober date and all that stuff? It's about harm reduction. It's about saving your life. When you cook your own food, can you get steaks? Now, you can buy a roast and cut your own steaks. Sometimes they might have steaks on like a Christmas time or something. You might be able to get it off like a special. They'll have like a special order section sometimes if you're in Fembrook or something. But if you go to the trailers, you can get steaks if you're in Fembrook. They're not good steaks, though. They're cheap steaks. Matt, you almost relapsing on a bus. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I should. Yes, if you get bored, perhaps could you make a YouTube clip about your favorite types of Hale's prison foods? That could be interesting. I've been on methadone for a while now. I have all my carries. Yeah, so I'm on a Suboxone implant, so I don't have to get carries, but I had over a month of carries. Not one dirty, man, since I've been on the program. Exposing truth. I would love to do a video on group homes. I definitely think that group homes and even like phase 1 and phase 2 open custodies, which are basically group homes, they definitely like start the trend. They get you kind of in the system and kind of caught up. It's amazing you've been off methadone. That's it, Joanne. Like sometimes it's not about being completely sober. If being completely sober is going to drive you crazy, sometimes you can be not completely sober, but in recovery. And sometimes, like with weed or whatever, you can't be like smoking crack and be in recovery. I don't think that. But some people are also completely sober, but every day is so difficult for them. You know what I mean? In American jails and in prisons for Thanksgiving, they do good food in their job. Robert McDonald, how does the Suboxone implant work? You find any feeling of withdrawal? No, they stick it in your arm right now. It's in this side. And no, I haven't had any withdrawals. Do we get good foods for Thanksgivings and on holidays? Yeah, like you get better stuff. Hold on, I'm sweating. I gotta open the window. Yeah, you do get like a little bit better food. And even if you're just in like a regular joint, the food will typically be better even if they're cooking it. 100 shots. Honestly, I have thought about writing a book. I think I could write a book. I'm actually really good at writing. I think it's something I could do, and I have thought about it. I just have to have the time to do it. I totally agree. I think white knuckling through sobriety tends to lead to relapse. 100%. Matt, that time when you chased the addiction again, but you said no is powerful. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to brush it off. We'll get there, brother. Yeah, I feel you. It was deep too, man. It was really deep. You know, it was almost throwing my whole life away, but I caught it. And in the past, I never would have caught it. What is the prison everyone is hoping to do their time in, even though they're all bad, which is the best? I'd say the best, if you're not in a minimum or a camp, would definitely be um, uh, Fembrook. You already know. Yeah, see, he know. Fembrook for sure. Jonathan Lee, hello. How are you? You already know. Tita. My best strategy to stay well, I think through like how will my life look next week or next month if I do this action? And I think a lot like that now too. Shout out to Guelph. That's where I did my treatment, man. That's where I did AA in Guelph. And if you're in the building, go up and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we speak on prison, we speak on addiction, we speak on life, and that's kind of what we do. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna plug in. God damn it. She's driving me crazy, man. Work. All the time. All right, there we go. Eddie 416, what's up? The Alpha, that's awesome. Finding balance is hard. Man, get out of here, man. We're going, Matt. Jonathan Lee, do they let you watch sports in prison for special occasions like Stanley Cup, NBA Finals? You have a TV when you're in prison, so you can watch all that stuff. You have a TV in your cell, so if you don't want to go to work or whatever, you don't have to. Yeah, you hang with whoever you want. I remember 8416. Pancakes, man. The Tuesday breakfast, one of the best. As a break and enter, guys, I used to do them. You ever watch heist movies or docs? I seem to like them. Yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure. How do you feel about most people being locked up, having addiction issues or mental health issues, and then not rehabilitation, just throwing them in a cage pretty much and expecting better for a human? I think it's a huge problem. I think that video that I'm going to do tomorrow has something to do with that. And the story's crazy, man. I won't be able to show you some things because it's really brutal, but I'll have the link for you. And it just shows how serious prison can really be, man. Things are good for me, man. Matt Zillia, what's up? What was the moment that you decided to stop the lifestyle and stay out of prison for good? It was during my last bit, you know. I just realized that I'm getting too old for this. And you're in healthcare and you see 65-year-old guys and 70-year-old guys walking on walker. You don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. No, I never done time up there, but I know that it can get wild up there, up north. Matt, did you ever play sports in Fembrook? What was your sport of choice? Yeah, I used to always play softball. Always. I played outdoor soccer pretty much always, except my last bit, because I was just getting old. Yeah, maybe that's it because I ain't corporate at all. I love it. I want to learn more about jail and prison Canada American style. I ain't corporate. I just want to make some money, man. I just want to live, doc. I just want to live. I'm amazed at your positive attitude, my man. Listening to your content is helping me understand my older brother better. He was in and out of jails for years when we were growing up together. Yeah, like I can't live in worry, fear, stress, anger. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm still able to provide for myself and create some kind of a lane for myself in this world. No need to be unhappy. All that's going to do is slow me down. Right now, what am I smoking on? I got some Dirty Orange. I got some Divine Gelato. I got some Runts. I also got some Pens. I don't know. I think I disagree with the shroom thing, man. I think that I personally don't want to do them because they mess me up too much. But the last time I did mushrooms, I learned a lot about myself, despite the fact that it was a really dark trip. And actually, it changed a lot of my behaviors because the trip was so dark. I picked myself apart the whole trip, and because of that, that changed. Favorite stuff to order during Christmas canteen? Well, see, I started doing time when you could get cigarettes, and in the Ville, you used to be able to buy like Backwoods, used to be able to buy packs of Century Sams, used to be able to buy zigzags, used to be able to buy tobacco. So I'd spend the whole 175 on tobacco. Yeah, the trip was scary. It started out really good and then finished really scary. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Newborn Assassin. Yeah, man. I'm all right. What's up with you? Yeah, zigzags were the because normally on canteen you could only get the cigarette papers, and nobody wants to use those for weed. I love doing shrooms. I always feel so connected to the world and see all of the beauty. Psychedelics make you connect with creation. That is facts. And the beginning of that trip, I could see the trees and the leaves. They were alive. It was like there was gears inside them moving. I could see the life. The ground cracked under my feet. It was crazy. Newborn Assassin. Not super worried about the blow up, my brother. Like if it turns into something that gets bigger and I can share my story with more and help more people feel better about themselves and their chances of turning it around, then that's great. But I don't need 17 million subscribers, and I like having like a real like close knit community, and it is what it is. I feel like alpha male, like I did used to have problems with anxiety and stuff, and I really am a pretty calm dude. I never used to be though. Like I used to be hyperactive and hyper vigilant and really have a lot of ego, and I would let everything kind of get in the way of my life, but I don't do that anymore. Something I've changed. If someone bigger than you that could tries to punk you off, how do you handle that? You fight and you take your beating. Tripping on mushrooms in High Park is blessed. My first AWOL was actually at Quebec and Annette. This channel is dope. I love the videos and the steady live stream. You already know, Nick. And we'll keep doing it. You make good, bruh? Or used to? I don't get it. I think I've watched all the pre-recorded stuff you already know. Lloyd Daly, Matt, what did you learn about yourself after going to AACA, Narcotics Anonymous, and did those groups help? I feel like I didn't love the program, but I do feel like they helped. I feel like they keep you on your toes and make you aware all the time what's going on in your life because you have to go so often. So you just kind of you stay focused. You know what I mean? Squid Gamer, what up? I didn't know that there's blackberry mushrooms. I feel like Matt is underwater. I've done all kinds of shrooms and mescaline. I've done DMT, shrooms. I've done acid. I think that's it for psychs, though. I never wanted to try salvia. I might have tried mescaline some year in my rave days. Maddie, can you explain to your audience how to start a flame, aka the battery thing, or the wall plug, 3 pieces of lead, a Q-tip? I showed my boys the other day. They buzzed out. Yeah, if you have a battery, if you take a battery, any battery, and you peel off the edge of the battery where where the point thing sticks up, you peel off the edge so the metal edge of the battery is exposed. If you get like a piece of steel wool, you take a piece of that steel wool and you connect it from the point to the one side, it'll turn cherry and flame if that battery is good. And the light socket, you just put 2 pencils in and then touch a third pencil. Pop! And if you want to take the light switch off, you can do it that way too by just touching the side and the... Matt, do you think that the coronavirus is a form of depopulation control? I don't want to talk about it on here just because I don't want to get my channel shadow banned. I tried salvia, and when the ghost got into me, it was super unpleasant. I felt like my skin was too... I had a buddy who tried salvia, and his whole trip, he felt like he had a nail rammed through the roof of his mouth, and he was stuck to his ceiling. That was his whole trip. Like, what's good about that? No, I don't work out. I'm lazy right now, and I'm getting fat. Oh, sorry, Steve. I try, man. There's a lot of people. I just realized my brother was in jail for parents passing. How the hell would that feel inside? Yeah, that's really difficult, man. Super difficult. That's one of the reasons why I changed my life. Have you heard these stories about people getting out early due to the pandemic? Yeah, it happens all the time now. My lawyer don't have disclosure. He said check a week before my trial. That's crazy. Salvia is weird as... Yeah, it's not even good, right? What's up, Mitch? Exposing truth. Is it hard to work out in prison compared to the streets? It's easier to work out in prison because you're way more motivated. Make a wick and stick it in your intake vent. Got a light all day. Yeah, but the wicks give you headaches, man. I hate wicks. And the intake vents in Lindsay have alarms in them. Scorpio Taurus gang. My woman's a bully. Mine's not. My woman's amazing. So I feel for you. Vicky's, yo, what up? It's sad how a few drugs are okay while most are not. I love the shrooms, but don't want to admit it, and weed because the treatment shit and the whole everything is a bad tip. Honestly, man, I just decided that I'm harm reduction. I don't care what anybody thinks. If I want to smoke a joint, I'm going to smoke a joint. If I want to have a beer, I'm going to do that. I don't need to follow some program's policies to be better. I know what I need to do. And if you're honest with yourself, then I know I can never touch hard drugs. Can't do it. Can't sniff it. Can't see it. Can't look at it. That's me. But I do know that I can smoke weed. It's not going to make me go out and use drugs. So why just abstain from everything if you don't have to? I don't know. It just seems like it, like Joanne said earlier, if you try to white knuckle it through it, it just makes things a lot harder. Like you have that addictive personality, you know? How much chronic do you smoke every day? I don't smoke that much. Maybe like 2 grams, a gram to 2 grams. I don't smoke that much. You sound stuffed up. No, I'm not stuffed up. Stuffed up. I'm good, my brother. That's from years of damage. No, I don't smoke grabba. Harm reduction in my life, weed is pretty much the only substance I can use all day, every day, and still have a great life. Yeah. Me too. I can drink a couple beers because I don't like the feeling of being drunk. No cold. I don't get sick. I haven't been sick in 3 years. Floating, focused. T-Dot's having a good time. Anyways, guys, I got to go. I have to go. But I appreciate the fact that you guys came to the live. I'm going to have a new video up tomorrow. And maybe I'll pop up for that live tomorrow. We'll see, though. I've never robbed someone because I smoked a spliff. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys coming out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, hit that like button. Hit that like button. And like I said, you can donate to the channel anytime you want through PayPal, through old videos. Love each and every one of you. The new Matt Clark. I'll be back. You're blessed too, T-Dot. You already know.